Today I am making Okonomiyaki, which is like a traditional Japanese pancake made with cabbage. I didn't have the exact ingredients, but this is what I did have. I will be using Jimmy Dean's applewood bacon. And for the flour, I'm using gluten-free just because why not? And as I do have nails on, you will see them gradually disappear as I do not how the girlies do it. This is the cabbage I will be using since I don't have time to cut everything up. And since I didn't have the exact spices, this is what I am using, all-purpose Japanese seasoning. Of course, 3 eggs are needed, which is perfect because there were only 3 eggs left. As for the sauces, I'm using Kewpie mayo and Worcestershire sauce. It should be sweetened, but that's all I had. And I don't like vegetable oil, so I will be cooking with this instead. Now, as for flour, it called for 2/3 a cup. So I'm going to be doing just that. As you can see, I could not open the flour, so my nails went. Now I was probably supposed to do this differently, but I didn't have a beater, so I used a whisk, and I also didn't have a separate bowl. So I'm cracking these eggs and whisking it in this separate Tupperware. Also, apologies for the awkward angle of the way that my arm is. I couldn't figure out how to get my camera on the stand. I also did get an eggshell in there, which I made sure to take out because not for me. Then I used some seasonings that I accidentally put way too much in. And then a 1/2 cup of water before mixing it all together with this whisk as best as I possibly could. Now that I whisk it, I just poured it over the flour in the separate bowl and then whisk that together as well. After I thought that it was blended together, I put in the cabbage, which then I realized my mistake. I think I accidentally put way too much in, and by the time I decided to stir it all together, I thought that maybe I should have taken out some cabbage before doing this. Once I finally did get it together, or at least as much as I possibly could, then I started up my frying pan. I had the frying pan on medium heat before adding some avocado oil to it, and then just decided to plop some in there and see where it went. Then this is where I added some bacon pieces just on top of it. Nobody eats bacon in this family except for me, so I tried to cook up as much as possible. After a few moments, I decided to check it to see if it was getting crispy on the bottom. It did, and this became one of my proudest moments. A perfect flip. I then just cooked up pretty much the rest of everything that I had and added a little bit more bacon to each one just so that I didn't get the wasted or not have any other recipes for it. So when everything was cooked up, I put the Kewpie mayo on top. I try to drizzle it as best as I can. And then I shook some Worcestershire sauce on top, as well as used some leftover seasonings. I really enjoyed cooking. It's one of my favorite things, and let me know if I should make any other recipes.